How you doing, family? Today is the day. Tonight is the night. No, this is officially the election, so we're going to decide who's going to be the next president of the United States. Whether Trump is going to be serving a second time, or we're going to be getting somebody like Biden in there, or somebody from the Green Party, whoever else comes in there, we decide tonight. Right? This is officially the presidential election. Okay, so all your vote, I hope people have actually voted and have heard my message, because I've been telling people for like the last 2 years, 2 or 3 years, or 4 years that I've been on this YouTube channel to go vote. I told y'all that voting really does matter. All right. So again, man, I just want to like to thank all my subscribers, thank everybody that supported this channel, because I do this for you, and I've tried to open my my listeners and my viewers to, ears and eyes to the truth. But on this video, man, I want to cover two of the biggest black foolery Uncle Tom fools that I have ever seen in my lifetime. These are two individuals that have done nothing but put down the black community, right? Representatives of the black community that have tried to do things for our people, right? They have tried to make a way for them. They have went against them. Okay, they've disagreed with everything. And I understand that, you know what I'm saying, people in this country have a right to their own opinions. You're free to choose whichever political party you want to go to or go towards. But when you constantly debate your own kind just to please the people you represent, who actually have not done a good job of providing for your people at all, have not really done much for your people, then that's what I have a problem with. Again, I don't have a problem with this young man, this young lady being Republican necessarily, because it's their freedom of choice, right? It's their right. But they've came against they came against the other people who represent the other parties that are black, and have tried to refute and debate against everything they've tried to do or say. Whether it be Minister Farrakhan, right? Whether it be, Barack Obama, Michelle, like other political candidates. Other black people who really tried to do something. Okay? But first of all, let me start with Candace Owens, right? This is for you, Miss Owens. And by the way, I hope that her and Terrence K. Williams are watching this video. I hope their subscribers and listeners wind up watching this video, because y'all need to know what's really going on and how we feel, right? You need to know the reason why black people don't like these two. And I'm going to reveal that now in this video. First off, you, Candace Owens, let's just be honest. You only do what you do, right? Because when you came out there on TV and said and talked about you getting molested in your high school, right? How these boys tried to rape you and molest you. You know what I'm saying? We was all for you. We supported you. Black people got around you, right? But ever since you start going into politics and you aligned yourself with Donald Trump, right, with McCain, and you aligned yourself with Pence, with the Republican Party, and you start going against our people, right? You start talking down about what we're doing, right? And you start putting other black people on blast. I have a problem with that, Candace, Miss Owens. I have an issue with that. Okay? Because let's just be honest, Candace, you only doing what you do so you could be accepted by them. You want to be loved by them. You want to be loved by these white folks so badly that you're willing to go against your own people. That's what this is. You're no different than Dr. Boyce Watkins in that regard. Because even Dr. Boyce Watkins had admitted that he was trying to be accepted by white folks. Right? Candace, you want white people to really love you. You want them to like you so much. Let's just be honest. Candace, you're nothing more than a pawn in the bigger scheme of things. They use you to get black people to trust them. When actuality, for years, they've done nothing for our people at all. They have not been representing the black community fairly. Okay, Miss Owens? So I don't see how you could put down black people who represent the Democratic Party, but yeah, you don't like it when we criticize you of the Republicans, right? You and Kanye. Right, you even try to get Kanye to say some line. Kanye had to stop you, had to tell you, like, no, man. You try to get Kanye to agree with you on some out-observed stuff you said. Because, Candace, you said some out-of-line things. Now, I'm not going to repeat on this channel. But it's very sickening. It made me sick to my stomach. Candace, you're showing your hate for your own skin color. We never was really against you, Candace, but you gave black people a reason to come against you. Right? You give us reasons to talk about you. Because I don't see how you could go along with them, right? And even then, Candace, look around you, man. Most of them don't like you at all. They don't. Again, you have a right to support the Republican Party, but again, like for example, when they had when the Republicans had their convention, right? You wasn't invited. Why? Because Candace Owens, you're not like them. You're not their skin color. Right? You don't fit the mold. You're just a tool for them to use, right, to get black folks to vote for Trump, and then they're gonna throw you aside. They let you know that we really don't care about you at all. When the Republicans had their convention, they had that National Republican Convention, right? Candace Owens, you was not invited at all. And you tried to play it off on TV, but no, they don't care about you. They don't. Candace, they don't care about you or your family. Because to them, Candace, you're just another colored Negro. You're a nigger to most of them. Let's just be honest, Candace. Trump didn't have nothing to do with that, right? That decision to keep you out of it, right? That wasn't Pence or Trump. That was some of these other government officials whose names and faces we can't see that's running the White House. They're just running things, right? They told them not to give you an invitation. They the ones who told you not to come, right? Again, Candace, you're gonna wake up and realize, you know what I'm saying, who has your back at the end of the day. Right? Let's just be honest, Candace. You want to be a Caucasian. You want to be white. You don't like yourself at all. And it's honest. You come against every black man. Right? Every black political person. Right? Even from John Lewis, rest in peace. You came against everything these black politicians have done. Why? Because you hate thyself. You hate yourself. Let's just be honest, Candace. You wish you could be white. You wish you could try to turn your skin color like Michael Jackson did. And, you know, rest in peace to Michael. God rest his soul, man. Right? Michael had a lot of problems, but again, him trying to bleach his skin, that wasn't the answer. Candace, I believe if you wanted to, you do just like what Uncle Ruckus did on the Boondocks. You would you would bleach your skin and make yourself completely white if you really wanted to. Because as I look at you, I don't see a black sister at all. I see a white woman in a black woman's body. That's what I see. Candace, you act like one of these people out of Get Out. Candace, you act like one of these scientists then took possession of your body and switched your brain to a Caucasian. So that's how you act like in the last 2 years. That's how you act like, right? You don't sound like a black sister at all because you don't support your people at all, right? Again, okay, I understand that you trying to defend these police officers. I understand that, right? And I understand that you came against people I understand why you called the Democrat of a plantation. I understand that, but you gotta understand this. What has the Republicans really done for our people, Candace? In the last 50 years, what have Republicans really done to represent the black people? Right? I remember once upon a time when these Republicans was in power in the 1980s, right? In the 1980s and 70s, black people were once again getting hunted down just like they're doing now. Things was a lot worse when they were in office, even back in those days, before we had certain laws changed, Candace. The Republican Party have caused black people, knowing the majority of them were in low-income housing, they made it harder for them to try to make money. They made it harder for them to grow. The Republican people of the Republican Party have done things to keep black people in poverty. Right? We've seen this, man. The Republican Party have basically invested money into building liquor stores, okay, gun shops. There's a couple of Republican presidents who were responsible for putting in the drugs, flooding drugs into the streets of the ghetto of Los Angeles, right? In Long Beach, all over the place. To keep our people in poverty, to keep our people from getting a real job, to keep our people, right, from really moving forward. Candace, this is what they've done. Okay? They've used religion to try to manipulate, right, Republicans, right, into believing in their system, right? Meanwhile, the KKK is still murdering us, right? They send in their members to get these uniforms, right, and continue to harass our people. Candace, that was the original plan. And I'm gonna get to Terrence, right, in just a few minutes, because Terrence don't understand. Terrence want to call the black militia, the black KKK. I'm gonna get on him too. But Candace, you don't understand what's really going on right now. These Republicans some of these Republican presidents, right, with their party, have done things to keep the black community down. Right? They don't want us to grow. They convince banks, right, not to basically approve of black people getting loans. Not to approve of black people really starting that many businesses, right? Everything that black people have tried to do, they've tore down. Like Black Wall Street, Candace Owens, is the Republicans that was behind tearing that down. Right? These Republican presidents, right, they have done nothing to stop none of their people from harassing mine. Or ours. Or should I say ours, Candace? Because at the end of the day, Candace, you still the skin color, right? So for you to constantly be against other black politicians, right, tear down your own people, it's sad. Because Candace, how you expect us to move forward if you can't at least come to some type of agreement with what we're trying to do? Okay? Yeah, I don't necessarily agree with everything the Democrats are doing. Candace, I don't agree with the Democratic Party supporting abortionism. Right? Even though I've said that a woman still has a free right to choose what she want to do, I don't agree with them supporting abortionism. And I don't necessarily agree with same-sex marriage. Because in my Bible, right, my God says that it's wrong. Okay? But again, I feel that people have the right to basically do what they want to do. But I don't agree with a man marrying another man. But at the end of the day, that's their business. I don't have to agree with it. Yeah, Candace, I don't agree with that neither. And Candace, the only thing I agree with you is that I feel black people should have the right to think for themselves. I agree with that. But when you abuse your power to think for yourself, I can't go along with that, Miss Owens. I can't agree with you in that regard. Because Candace, you've used your power, right? You use your freedom of speech to come against what black people have tried to build and have tried to do to please your Republican people. Who really, most of them, Candace, don't really care about you at all. They don't give a damn about you. Candace, let's just be honest. And they're showing that time and time again, Candace. Matter of fact, Candace, off screen, off doors, let's just be honest, Candace, you're not invited to none of these people's table. Candace, you'll never spend time with no Pence or no Donald Trump's family outside of the matter of fact, speaking of Donald Trump, the rest of his family will never invite you to dinner, Candace. You'll never be with Donald Trump in his household. Let's say if Donald Trump is not president no more, he'll never invite you to go wine and dine with his people. Candace, most of these people you defend, they'll never invite you over for Christmas dinner, right? They'll never give you an invite to no party, no birthday party, no Thanksgiving function, none of those things. Okay? Let's just keep it real. I call it like I see it. Right? Because even then, Candace, with these police officers, right, that's constantly killing people who look like you, Candace. What do you have to do to say about that? Right? You see what's going on with Breonna Taylor. Breonna Taylor's family couldn't even get a fair trial. You see what they've been doing, Candace. So how could you even support that type of political party who do nothing against these officers at all? You got Trump that's actually encouraged these officers to get violent, to do any means necessary to uphold the law, which isn't the answer because these officers have been abusing their power for too long. And as for you, Mr. Terrence K. Williams, now Terrence, right? I enjoyed watching your videos, right? When you was eating the chicken, right? Because that was you eating chicken was your catchphrase, right? That's what got you over, right? It was funny, right? And I enjoyed you holding your people accountable to you when you told your people stop begging, get work on their own. I you know what I'm saying? I agree with that, right? When you told people to stop thinking like slaves, I agree with that. But lately, Terrence, since you started getting political, right, and you got involved with Trump, you another one starting to say some blasphemous stuff, Terrence. Like, for example, right? When you have the nerve to call our own people that's wearing this wearing military gear, right? And starting to basically protect their own city and try to call them the black KKK, or they're harassing innocent white people. That's exactly what these officers have been doing to us for like the last 10 years, Terrence. When you got to say they harassing, they evil, this and that, Terrence, let me explain something to you, because I don't think you realize what's really been going on, right? The reason why this black militia has been formed, Terrence, because they're getting tired of being harassed. They're getting tired of being targeted innocently. Most of them have done nothing they have not committed no crime, and yet they get harassed, they get pulled over. They're tired of being shot, right? While the officers even following procedure. These police officers don't follow procedure at all, right? These officers have been harassing these black folks, right? Pulling them out of cars, pinning them down. They're getting sick and tired of it, Terrence. They're not going to have it no more. What happened to George Floyd, they're trying to prevent, okay? Mr. Williams, this is no different than when Huey P. Newton rallied the Black Panthers and started that movement back in the 1970s. And he had black people actually fighting back, right? Because the police officers are once again terrorizing us like they've been doing now, okay? Neighborhoods was being ran by the Triple K. And these black folks basically uphold the amendment, the right to bear arms. And they started shooting back at the officers and going to war with them. Okay, Terrence, this is what's getting ready to go now. Are people not going to put up with this no more? Right? You saw what happened to that young man, Blake, Mr. Blake, that got shot like 7 times. It wasn't for the grace of God. That man is still alive. But the police tried to kill him too. Right? Terrence K. Williams, what you got to say about the McMichaels, who I exposed on my channel for killing Ahmaud Arbery? Ahmaud Arbery was just minding his own business. That man liked to run and jog. That man wasn't harming nobody. And because those two men, that father and son, hated black people, right? They hated people who look like you, Terrence. Those two men were watching Ahmaud for weeks, for months. They were planning on doing this. The person that recorded him getting killed was already planning that, right? They had all that planned to try to humiliate him. So he could show his family and friends, look what we did to this nigger. Okay? And Terrence, those particular people are Republicans. Just like you are. You and Candace are. Right? They support the Republican Party. Okay? These are people that vote on these Republican presidents. So again, Terrence, what's that telling you? Right? What you got to say about those two? Right? It's sickening and it's sad. Right? George Zimmerman. Right? He is still, again, Terrence, what has Donald Trump done against people like Zimmerman? Right? George Zimmerman is still terrorizing Trayvon Martin's family. Right? And this is a George Zimmerman, and after he killed Trayvon Martin, right? And got off, matter of fact, he was convicted. He got off, he beat his conviction, right? He was not guilty, right? So he got back, they let him back on the streets. This man basically bragged about killing Trayvon Martin. Auctioned off the same pistol he used to shoot that young man. To shoot Trayvon Martin, Terrence K. Yeah, Mr. Williams. George Zimmerman even put out a lawsuit against Trayvon Martin's family just last year. Yet, I don't see Donald Trump doing anything about it at all. He didn't say nothing against it. Terrence K. Williams, the party you represent, these people have allowed that foolishness to go on. Right? Let's just be honest. It's sad. It's biased. So you want to talk about the black militia being terrorists? Some of these officers are terrorists. Some of these police officers that got no business joining the force, going on the oath, they are actual Homeland Security terrorists. They're not for us. Their main reason, Terrence, is to harass people who look like me and you. And this continues to happen. Right? And Terrence K. Williams, your same political party, right? They pay the media to keep showing that. Because they don't show the Hispanics getting killed, right? They don't show these Hispanics getting shot down. Even though the Hispanics have been terrorized too, but in a different way. They don't show the Asians, right? They don't show the Samoans getting shot. It's always our people. Terrence, let's be honest, right? Some of these officers want a civil war. Let's just be honest. Some of these police officers, their main goal is to try to start something. I've been telling y'all this already. They routed these black people up, Terrence. So Terrence, has it occurred to you that these neo-Nazis, right? A lot of these crooked officers in the black uniforms, right, these badges, are trying to start a war. Has that occurred to you right now that they've been doing what they're doing so they can route black people up to do this? Terrence K. Williams, these crooked police officers are the reason why these black people walking around with guns, walking around with AK-47s. The reason why they're walking around with ammunition. They are the reason. They made them our people this way, Terrence. Okay? And Terrence, I watch you make every excuse for Donald Trump. You say he's just doing the best he can. Well, if he was doing the best he can, the church wouldn't be shut down as long as this has been. See, Terrence K. Williams, like Trump can't really fool me, right? You say you for God, right? You mentioned Jesus, right? Jesus is the boss. But yet you continue to have these churches shut down, right? You allow governors like Gavin Newsom to continue to shut down the church, right? You won't open them back up at all, right? You say you're a man of God, you won't do anything for the victims of the families who have been affected by police brutality, Terrence. You come against Obama, right? Obama ain't did nothing to you. Obama ain't never said, have never done anything wrong. Yeah, Obama legalized same-sex marriage. That's because that's part of the deal he had to do. But other than that, man, I prefer Obama over Trump any day because Obama has experience in politics. Okay, Obama was an actual senator. Trump is not a senator, Terrence. Trump does not know how to run this country properly. And it shows. Trump has done absolutely nothing in the last 4 years. As far as that stimulus check, that ain't nothing. Because if Trump really wanted to, he'd be convincing Congress to continue those stimulus checks going, right? He'd make it so that people can still get paid without running out of unemployment money. The reparations people are asking for, Terrence, Donald Trump is not going to provide for no black person at all. Trump is all for the upper class. Okay? That's who Trump actually represents. He represents the high upper class, the high middle class. There is no lower class with him. Okay? That's what you guys saying, Terrence. Donald Trump has made a deal to keep quiet, to let Caucasians like Dylan Roof continue to harass and kill our people. Remember, all this has been under Trump's watch. Terrence K. Williams, since Trump has been president, we've had Dylan Roof, right, shoot up a church. We had the Caucasian man in Vegas, right, mass murder. All right. We've had the young man in Texas, in Santa Fe High School, Texas, shoot up a school, and is now getting paroled when he turns 40. Right? You've had that other brother that got shot in that church. There's a shootout in that other church, right, in Texas, where the old man had to apprehend a suspect, right, a murderer. All this is under Donald Trump's watch. All these mass murderings by people who look like him, Terrence K. Williams. And once again, he's done nothing to stop it at all. He's done nothing to try to control the gun laws. Okay? He's like, even then the boy, the young man, the young man in that shot into that Walmart and killed all those Hispanics because he hated them. He hated their guts. He thought they were the enemy. Again, this is under Donald Trump's watch. The Jewish synagogue got shot up under his watch, Terrence K. Williams. And once again, Trump has done nothing, right? He's made it to where anybody of any age can literally get a gun, go to Walmart and register for a gun and get a firearm. They could go to these gun shops and get a gun without going through a process. Okay? Gun control is becoming an issue. It's becoming a problem. Terrence K. Williams, all under Trump's watch, these are things that went down. Okay? Even this pandemic, Terrence K. Williams, what is Trump doing to stop it? I'm not, even during these political debates, Trump has not really said anything about how he plans on basically ending COVID-19. Because eventually, Terrence, we're going to have to get back to normal. We can't keep having things shut down. There's a lot of jobs. There's a lot of people that's losing money every day from being forced to stay at home. And Trump is doing nothing to try to get things back going at all. What is Trump's plan and strategy to get things back to normal in 2021? And I'll be honest, neither president has actually had a solution. I'm just going to be honest. I didn't vote for Biden or Trump. I'm just keeping it real. And that's my decision. But for these two to be representing Trump, to represent the Republican Party, and they've done nothing to try to get things back to normal, I can't support that at all. Right? Donald Trump has done nothing to try to get everybody cured, right? He has done nothing to try to end COVID-19. Trump has only made things much worse. And all Trump did was manage to piss off the people who we got to get our shipments and goods from, right? Like China. He's pissed China off. That's all he's done. Was made business worse for America. That's all he's done. He's been pissed off these companies. Right? The man talks about immigrants, right? He talks about removing these immigrants. This man has attacked innocent immigrants, right? Such as the Hispanics, right? This man has tried to deport people that were actually born in this country, that weren't even immigrants. He's done these immigrants dirty, right? But yet his wife is an immigrant herself from Russia. Okay? Let's just keep it, let's be honest. Trump has done dirt since he's been in that White House. Okay? Mr. Terrence K. Williams, you come against you like Candace Owens has come against every black politician, right? I see you continue to down our black people. But Terrence K. Williams, this has to stop, because eventually, at the end of the day, Terrence, you're gonna need us before we need you. Terrence, you're gonna need us, right? From when these white folks turn against you, right? And they start calling you a nigger to your face. And these white folks who you support start telling you how they really feel about you, Terrence. You're gonna come running your tail between your legs back to us. And you're gonna want our help. And you're gonna want us to reach our hands and extend our hand to you, Terrence. But how you think we're gonna feel after everything you said and done? After everything that's been said and done, Terrence, when the smoke is all cleared, how you think we gonna feel about you? So that's what I said, Terrence. I don't think you would think it clearly, man. You clearly got with Trump for clout. Trump is obviously paying you to represent him. Matter of fact, you and Candace Owens is collecting a check from Trump. Trump is using you like he's using Ice Cube. And that's another thing, man. I understand what Cube is trying to do, right? Again, y'all gotta understand why I make that video about Ice Cube. I understand what Cube was trying to do, but Cube should at least waited till the election is over. That man could have waited another month. That man could have waited a few more weeks. Because I'll be honest, man, Donald Trump may not even get reelected. There's a chance Trump might not be president no more. Because Biden has a strong chance of getting in there. I'm just going to keep it 100, y'all, right? There's a chance that Donald Trump may not be the next president going into 2021. It may be somebody else. And for Cube to get involved with him now, what would that look like if Trump loses, right, and there's somebody else in power? Right? How would that look like when Ice Cube's in? That's why I told y'all, man. It looks suspicious. Ice Cube said we got to work with neither president is for us. We got to work for us in power, right? Wait till Trump gets reelected, because as of right now, Trump don't got no power right now. He's trying to get reelected. Trump got to go through the same process Obama did when he had to get reelected. Trump has no power right now, and I'm gonna repeat that again. Trump has no power, right? He can't basically propose the laws right now, right? Trump has to wait till this election's over till he gets reelected before he can continue his plan, before he can continue what he wants to propose. Because as of right now, Biden could just easily win, right? Biden has a chance to win the election, right, and take over. Okay? And where was Ice Cube when Barack Obama and Michelle were in office, right? Andrew Biden was in Joe Biden was vice president all those years. For 8 years in a row, he's vice president. Where was Cube then? See, that's the problem. When Obama was president, man, a lot of people, black folks, got lazy. It wanted him to do everything, right? No, Cube should have been around supporting Obama then, trying to do things for the black community, right? Y'all talk about Oprah Winfrey, but Oprah Winfrey was with Obama hand in hand. Oprah Winfrey was a part of Obama's cabinet. Oprah Winfrey did things for the black community more so than what Cube was doing in that regard, as far as the money is concerned, and try to give black people opportunities. Obama is actually Oprah Winfrey has actually provided opportunities for black people. Not only in Africa, but in America too, she's been doing things for the black community. While Barack Obama was president, you don't see Cube got involved with him at all. Again, I got no respect for Cube, but Cube should have waited before he started working with Trump, who's currently doesn't have power right now, who's trying to get reelected. Okay. So again, y'all, voting matters, right? But these two young men and women, Terrence K. Lynch, K. Owens, their opinions to me, man, they don't matter to me. They don't. These two don't realize that they're just puppets. They're just used as pawns, right? That the people they support don't really care about them all that much, right? I'm just gonna be honest, because Trump not gonna have their back at the end of the day, right? Because when Trump gets back in office, he's not gonna necessarily have their back. Trump is only using them to get reelected, right? Right? And then again, I understand Trump is not racist, but Trump took a deal at the end of the day. Trump took a deal to stay quiet, to let certain things go on. Trump may not necessarily hate black people, but to become president, Trump is willing to do anything to stay in there. So if that means him staying quiet, letting Caucasians continue to harass and kill black people innocently, then he's going to stay quiet and not say anything or do anything about it. Just like Obama had to take a deal to legalize same-sex marriage, because that's what Congress and the government wanted to do. And I told y'all about that anyway, right? Despite how many people in this country voted against same-sex marriage, he had to legalize it. But again, man, right? A man and woman has a right to marry and be with whoever they want to be with, whether it be with a man, be with the same sex or not. That's their business. But I don't like when it's forced upon me or my family or any of my kids. Okay? I don't like it. That's the problem I have with the LGBTQ. They want to equal themselves to slavery. They want to equal themselves to my black people being called the N-word. It's not the same. Right? You have a choice to become gay. Right? You being gay is your choice. That's not forced on you. All right? Yeah, you might have got molested and raped, but that's your decision to get help. That's your decision to overcome it. You don't got to let that affect you. But again, like I said, I don't hate the LGBTQ at all. I don't. It's just certain things, it's certain policies, their way of living I don't agree with. Certain things they do I don't like. But this is a free country at the end of the day. But anyways, people, vote, man. Y'all got vote. Vote matters. And let me say this before I continue, right? You people, you Gematria community, man, y'all getting on my nerves, man. Do not come on my channel, right? Because again, I got somebody who had the nerve to come on my Young Pharaoh channel. And Young Pharaoh, by the way, doesn't use Gematria at all, right? Because I disagree with Young Pharaoh. This dude had the nerve to say, oh, this is all political theater, right? It's all scripted. No, Gematria ain't got nothing to do with what's going on right now. Okay? Stop coming to my channel with that Gematria stuff, right? I understand that Zachary K. Hubbard Greenblatt is sending people on my channel to attack me because I exposed him for saying the N-word twice now on his videos, right? I exposed him for really being a hypocrite, right? But no, Gematria ain't got nothing to do with this at all. Because remember, Zachary K. Hubbard Greenblatt was going to try to run for president and be a candidate just like Hoffman, just like Biden, just like Trump, just like Kanye, right? All these other candidates you see on the ballot. But Hubbard Greenblatt didn't get far because, again, he can't use Gematria in the arguments, right? And he got YouTube videos that are extremely offensive. That man that already said videos coming against the NFL, coming against the MLB, man. This man talked about people's deaths, right? He's not going to get that far, so he had to drop out. Gematria ain't got nothing to do with it, man. There is no script for this political debate. For the whoever becomes president, it's not in the script. It's your vote that's going to count, and it's your vote that's going to matter. Okay, so stop coming to my channel with this Gematria stuff. I'm serious, man. Right, y'all not in reality, man. Y'all get on my nerves, dude, for real. It's like I got nothing else to say to y'all. I'm not gonna waste no more time. It's sad. You Gematria truth the community is pitiful. No, I'm talking about real life situations right now. Right? Leave Gematria out of it. Gematria ain't got nothing to do with people getting killed innocently. Gematria ain't got nothing to do with these presidents that are not doing their job when they get in office. That make promises they can't keep. Okay? But folks, that's the video, man. Y'all like, subscribe, comment, man. Y'all stay blessed, stay tuned. And again, man, voting matters. Okay? I just pray that the next president, whoever that might be, if it's not Trump, if it's somebody else, that they may do the right thing, right? And that they may do right by their people. And they may make the correct decisions. Because I voted on who I feel the best person, the best candidate is. That's who I voted for. Okay? Y'all stay blessed, stay tuned. I'll see you soon.